What's good is that they haven't run out of ideas. They're still doing the good work.
So many things that have happened in the past 20 years that I would have never believed would be here today.
Why have I spent so much time in it? My banker has asked me that 2 or 3 times.
Well, the soybean checkoff is really an investment in your future, in the soybean farmer's future, and trying to make sure that we have a demand for the product we produce. There was a dedicated core group of farmer leaders on both ASAA and the now United Soybean Board that said, we're going to make this work, we're going to do it right, and we're going to keep moving ahead. And so there were people ahead of me that had that vision. There were some that worked with me. And today we have farmer leaders continuing that vision. And so I think it was the right thing to do, and I think the proof is today, 20 years later.
U.S. soybean farmers are pretty well off today. We're producing nearly twice as many bushels. The price is it's more than twice as high.
You go back 20 years ago, we've seen production increase over 60%. And obviously, the checkoff has been a very significant part of that, not only helping with production practices, but finding markets, both here domestically as well as internationally for those U.S. grown soybeans.
Probably our biggest market right now is in the international marketing, where we have about 50% of our soybeans are being exported to a foreign country for consumption.
The genomics work and getting the genome sequenced and the additional work that's being done and being able to use that is going to be tremendous.
The soy biodiesel industry, that's a huge success story. I can recall when I first started working in the soybean industry and asking a researcher, his comment was, it'll never work.
The whole QualiSoy effort was a tremendous idea that, I know originated out of the checkoff and United Soybean Board. And what it did is really brought attention to what are the specific quality needs of soybeans.
I have to say in 2000, 2001, it was not a very popular idea to put ag products or to put soybeans into vehicles. As a matter of fact, we would be invited to meetings to present this idea, and then we never got invited back. And now we have migrated it to every single vehicle that Ford makes in North America.
You can point to a lot of specific little things like that have been successful, but I think the greatest accomplishment is just building demand, period.
I guess personally, I'm proudest of having the opportunity of playing a very small role in the industry for the last 20 years or so, particularly the last 7 years at USB, and seeing the development of the industry.
Well, first of all, a big thank you, because I know not only every farmer that pays the checkoff, but the leaders of the checkoff program, whether they be at the national or state level, dedicate a lot of time to help move the industry forward.
I would like to say thank you on behalf of Ford Motor Company, on behalf of my team here at the Ford Research Labs. We enjoyed the partnership on so many levels. We had a lot of fun together, and we look forward to working with the United Soybean Board on many more projects to come.
Some of them put in extraordinary hours, extraordinary time and travel. I remember conference calls going from 9 o'clock till 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And I'd say, well, what happened? You dropped off. And they'd say, well, actually, I fell asleep. I want to say thank you for all their time and commitment. All those years, I've earned more than I've given.